Hola, estamos al... Oh, sorry, I forgot we're not actually talking in Spanish, but it appears we're running the game in Spanish. Welcome back. We are running the Simpsons Hit and Run. Nueva partida. I'm going to hand you over to Falco and Zoton, who will be commentating on this run. So, Falco, take it away.
Good evening, the UK. Good morning.
Evening.
Good morning,
it's not
Australia.
The evening. It's 1:56 a.m.
It's morning in the UK, for sure.
It's morning in Australia. It's afternoon in the USA. Welcome to the Simpsons Hit and Run.
Shall we just get started?
Let's get started.
Timer.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
And before I forget, hey tech commentator on the layout. That's not there. I don't know why I didn't get it. There we go.
Where is Zoton? There he is.
There we go. Just so people know my name, I need to be egotistical. Anyway, hello. This is Simpsons. This is Simpsons Hit and Run. No mission warps. Until like the other day, I didn't realize that Falco was running no mission warps, so I just assumed it was all story missions. But it is very similar.
I don't like short categories. That's why I submitted no mission
changes.
warps.
How shall we begin? Everyone knows Simpsons Hit and Run, apparently.
Everyone's played it.
So we'll do it fast, except with some arbitrary limitation of not warping around. For context, so what you can do in this game is you can pause and then select another mission, and it takes you to the start of... Basically, it takes you to where that mission begins, which is what is banned in this category.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's it, right?
Yeah, kind of.
And technically no cutscene skips because they also involve the same mechanic, right? Although they allowed these days.
By the way, what I just did there is called Bush Strat. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, there's so much happening already, unfortunately. Falco's playing in Spanish because it's slightly faster in the phone booths. That's it, I think, right?
Yep, that's the only reason I play in Spanish. Faster phone booth inputs. In Spanish, it only takes you only need about 2 inputs. One to the left for the school bus. I like to drive like that. And
intentional, yeah. Intentional.
In Lisa, and one to the right for the Malibu in Marge. We'll get to those later.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit that person because
so
I feel
yeah,
like
we've already done the tutorial and this mission. I don't know if I want to talk about the story because that's spoiling it. Like, people don't, unless they're Spanish, they don't understand this. So it's.
Well, we're going to see the lore. Actually, we're gonna have the lore come right to us because we're not going to skip the cutscenes. We don't need to.
We can't skip most of the.
We can't skip the cutscenes. We're gonna have to learn the lore of the game. We'll learn the lore as we go along.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as we know, there's a new soft drink out in town, and Homer just got some from the Quickie Mart.
Yeah, new Buzz Cola. Krusty promoted it. Homer wants it. He had it. Then also now Lisa's forgotten her science project, and he has to. Most of the first level is just fluff. It doesn't really mean anything in the story, except for the Flowers by Irene, really, and like that stuff.
Flowers by Irene is where it all gets serious.
Anyway, cool.
Hello, minivan.
I just had to think a second. Did you accidentally warp somewhere? But no, you didn't, because the first mission you start where the last one ends, and like.
Yes.
So, in all story missions, this is where you would usually walk back to this mission, but instead you drive. That's basically it. So it's just more optimal driving.
Pretty much. I like to drive everywhere.
For
I also like
people
to hit pedestrians.
There's so much, like, I'm assuming that people have already seen all story missions just because it's happened a lot. But if you haven't, Simpsons Hit and Run is a video game about The Simpsons, and it's very popular, and people speedrun it.
Oh, yeah.
Fun story. But no, in all seriousness, how should I start? There was something I was going to say, and I've forgotten it already. This is the PC version, which obviously on the layout. I'm mentioning that because people sometimes don't realize that there is a PC version.
They may remember seeing it on the PS2 or the Xbox or the GameCube.
Yeah, but there was a PC, an official PC port, no emulation.
There was a PC version,
and it's pretty well supported with mods still. Nice, yeah. You can't flip cars in this game, so if you try to,
that's 60 FPS, by the way. It'll look a lot funnier on 200.
in this game, people usually run at like a higher FPS to do like physics change based on the FPS. Basically, it's nothing. I mean, it is a bit serious, but yeah, there's some tricks that you can do at higher frame rates, so they cap it at a higher frame rate. But Falco's capping this at 60. So I don't know what tricks he's going for specifically, but
I'm just going to YOLO absolutely everything because I feel like it.
I mean, it's still the physics are still a bit whack because that's the game. The game's physics are a bit whack. Let's put it that way. Do kids still say whack these days?
I think so.
I think the other important thing I was going to say, yeah, if you've never seen this game before, you might be wondering. But so it's just basically it was kind of a GTA clone, but there's also platforming, so it's not just GTA, I wouldn't say. But it kind of borrows some mission structure from GTA 3, I would say, mostly, if you've ever seen it. Although some of it is just like fetch quests like we're doing now, basically.
It's not fast to kick Flanders there, I just do it because I feel like it.
But yeah, the reason we're going around collecting a load of coins, if you've noticed that, is just to continue certain missions, you need to buy outfits and cars. So we just basically the meta of this speedrun is routing coins in as fast as possible without going out of your way too much out of your way to get them. And we have a statistic for that. It's called coins per second, right?
CPS check.
And you have to figure out what for like when you do a coin, when you collect coins, you can work out how many coins per second you're getting and if it's optimal or not, right? But
not my best Lenny push, but not my worst.
So yeah, this is one of the first ones you have to buy from.
No, I want a Ute. I don't want a minivan. No, I
it's
want
going
that.
Away. So yeah, here you have to buy the Plow King from Barney. It's 150 coins, so it's one of the cheaper ones. Like obviously the beginning things are pretty cheap. But
no, I should not have done that. I ground pounded the Ute.
Oh, it was damaged.
This is not all story missions. No, I'm just going to blame Badger Bar for that one.
For someone who doesn't understand or what's wrong with why do you is it for damaging it?
Basically.
To do like the blow up.
Okay,
strat.
so a runner called Badger Bar discovered if you ground pound a traffic car, then it will not get repaired once you enter it in
good.
And it looks it's like that. That's what happens when you do a Badger Blast. Oh wait, there's another Ute there. I'm a genius. That is optimal, actually.
This is the optimal strat is to like blow up a car next
please.
to. So yeah, this mission was you need to go into work. You're going to be late to work. So Smithers is on his way, and you want to destroy his car. That's my first like GTA 3 structure mission because there's a couple of missions in GTA 3 where you have to blow up cars. Basically, that's one of the ones. There is a mission in GTA 3 called Van Heist, and you have to destroy a van and like a security car and damage it. That's basically in this game as well. Like straight out, what is that mission called? We'll get to it.
Office based.
No, the one later, the one where you blow up the truck with Snake.
Oh, Quick Cash.
Yeah, that one. But anyway, so yeah, obviously no mission warps means there's a little bit of a different coin route because yeah, we usually would not be coming past here and getting this secret car.
This car that appeared in like one episode for like 1 second.
Yeah, I forget who bought it. It's literally is whoever bought the mansion, right? It was some homeless guy who then got a load of money, right?
Oh yeah, I think it was the guy who made Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah, I'm a fan of The Simpsons. Everything's leaving my memory now. But yeah, this car is very, very, very the opposite of tough, weak.
But it's fast. It's fast.
Anyway, yeah, destroyed Smithers, come in here to work, but Homer's now worried that the security cameras, about the security cameras because sexy girls could be watching him on the internet. His words, not mine. So we need to destroy the power couplers. So this is the platforming bit. So this is just routing.
There are worse people that could be watching you on the internet.
Yeah, but this was 2003.
That's
much more innocent time, right?
There's a joke in there about Twitch chat.
The worst thing that could be watching you on the internet, Twitch chat.
Twitch chat. Gets some smiles and
Hi, Homer.
Anyway, he destroys these, and then turns out that it's time to go home anyway. So I enjoy listening to the... back when I ran I ran all story missions for ESA, ESA Winter 2018.
I love Rocket Car.
I had a donation goal for the language. I think it was German that won in the end, so I listened to German that time. Spanish doesn't get much love.
Yeah, Spanish needs more love. It's the fastest for every category except for New Game Plus and 99% no-level returns.
Let's not forget that there is a community-allowed mod for the Spanish version, just because there's a chance that in entering one of the interiors, a voice line will play that is encoded wrong, right? And it will just crash the game.
We are using that fix.
It doesn't happen on console, obviously. It's just a PC bug.
Just PC for some reason. Blame Radical. The developer.
Radical weren't really making many PC games back then, so I'm not gonna... They didn't make many in general, I don't think. I know Scarface, which also runs pretty weirdly unless you use community mods, and then they did Prototype and Prototype 2, but everything else they did was really console. Anyway, stop talking about developers. Yeah, this was developed by Radical Entertainment, same as Road Rage.
Yeah.
Radical made a load of stuff. They went on to make a few Crash games. You might know Tag Team Racing and Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant, which all run on a modified version of this engine. Fun fact. Which is why, if you've ever played Crash Tag Team Racing,
they even
stuff is very similar.
They even referenced Tag Team Racing in...
the other way around, I think.
No.
Hit and Run is referenced in Tag Team Racing.
Yeah, Hit and Run is referenced in... Directly referenced. This is our first follow mission. We'll explain a bit later. Would the host like to say anything about this?
Yeah, let's have the let's rest our voices. Follow mission
and let me take for a moment.
I'm gonna crack open an Iron Brew.
That's always a good way to spend a little
I'll try and keep.
I'm keeping
it away from the computer.
Falco Badger Bar wants to know why he's being blamed. But yes, otherwise, I'd just like to remind everybody that we're watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering, a 2-day speedrunning marathon coming to you live from Glasgow, Scotland. In addition to ESA, we'd also like to thank BSG for supporting this marathon. BSG hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands, and they've supported UKSG from the very beginning by spreading the word and providing us with a channel to stream on in past events, among other things. Their next regular event will be announced in the near future, so follow them at BSG Marathon on Twitter and on bsgmarathon.com to stay up to date on the amazing Benelux community's next steps.
I forgot that I was going to make a joke when we started this run, and I was going to say the Jesus runner is back at it again with the commentary or something, because I did I Am Jesus Christ prologue earlier in the marathon. That's me explaining the joke. That's
a great game.
But yeah, I did that earlier. So I'm back now in the middle of the night.
What are you doing? What is this surveillance van?
So to explain this, it's a tailing mission, and in the first, I think it's 2 levels. The tailing cars go slower if you fall behind to give you a bit of a basically a learning curve, you know, so you learn to do that. I think it's the first 2. Is it, or is it 3? I think it's 2, right?
It's the third one. It's the first 3.
Oh, is it the first 3? I thought there was just no following missions in 3 or very little. So I never noticed.
I can't remember if there is actually there is one. It's Slippery Sleuthing.
Yeah, and he can get away pretty easily. So I genuinely think it's 2, the first 2 levels.
Hit that place.
So yeah, FBI Flowers by Irene is the one mission that kind of matters in regards to story context. There is a camera. Vans with cameras on them just driving around town, and Homer was worried about them, and then Marge does her oh homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid. Except obviously in Spanish in this case. So yeah, he follows them to Burns' mansion, so is blaming Burns. But now Marge wants... there's this violent video game, Bone Storm 2, that's just come out, and Marge needs help with destroying the games. So the youth cannot be corrupted.
Too late, they discovered speedrunning.
So again, something that's really not brought up again. It kind of follows into the next level, but like the whole next level is because Bart can't play video game, right? So
Video game bad because I can't play video game.
Scream.
That's one of the reasons why Spanish is better. The scream. I'm just so glad to hear that voice line this early.
I will actually explain something I said earlier for context. We said that we use Spanish, or at least Falco's using Spanish for the phone booths. In the phone booths, the cars are in alphabetical order, so in different languages, they are in different orders, basically. So you have to scroll through the phone booth from the start every time, I think, right?
Yeah, when you're in Homer 1, you start with the family sedan. When you're in Bart 1, you're on the honor roller.
So yeah, if it's closer along to scroll, it's very minor time save, but
no one really cares about it except for me, and maybe Homer Steele to an extent. Shout out to Homer Steele, by the way, who's the second ever person to get a sub 120 in ASM as of 15 hours ago.
Oh, is that actually 15 hours?
Yeah.
So yeah, the last mission is Fat and Furious. I don't know what it's called in Spanish. It's probably not got the pun because it wouldn't work, right? It's called El Gordo Y something else. I don't know.
El Gordo
did it say Gordo?
Yeah, it said Gordo. Shout out to Gordo.
Yeah, this mission is... Oh no, it's Burns, right? Who's racing... yeah, Burns is in the car, or is it just Smith?
It's just Smithers.
Both of them? I don't know.
It's just Smithers.
Racing to Burns's plant, Burns's mansion, and you need to beat them. But luckily, there's this strat that we literally just did. You reverse up to the door and reset, and it clips you through the door.
We love it.
And then you can just drive this way, which is a lot faster. If you couldn't have guessed, because Burns's mansion is just on the other side of the power plant. Yeah, so this game has a reset car feature, which will reset your car to the nearest road, basically, in case you get stuck, which we use in a few instances. So if the screen fades out, that's probably what's happening. Anyway,
we're now in Bart 1.
We're now in Bart 1, as we call it, because it's the first level with Bart in it. Level 2.
Bart 1.
Bart wants video game, but he's also skipping school, right? So he needs to outrun Smithers. Here, we either want to get a taxi or a
I don't think
car.
you want to get a taxi. Not in my vicinity, at least.
Okay.
Sports car or no car at all.
Because for some reason, even these traffic cars are like slightly faster than Bart's default car. I'm not sure why, but...
If this was 100%, we would be using the honor roller, but just for this mission,
so
and
yeah,
one half
just
of it.
Get away from Skinner's trying to chase you because yeah, you're skipping school.
Just like he got shy and
and now you're gonna ask Jimbo, right?
That is Jimbo.
And he's like, some crazy lady destroyed all of the games, and only one person got one or something, right? But then he's like, now it's time for the fun stuff. Now kids are using illegal fireworks, right? So we're gonna buy some fireworks, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Without video games, kids will turn to illegal fireworks. Maybe it's not best to. Maybe it's best.
I love how I'm just explaining the story because it's funny, like. But in regards to strats, you're going fast. So right now, there isn't much besides fast traveling, and actually, an important thing here is if when we use a streetcar, actually, the better way of putting it is when we use a not streetcar, like one from the phone booth, we have to jump on top of the car to warp in quickly. Otherwise, you just get in the in either side door.
Some cars from the phone booth you can.
But if you all the like street cars, the traffic cars, they just warp you straight in. So it's pretty optimal. So you can just run up and mash the get in button, as you're seeing there. So that's actually a pretty relevant thing because it's pretty chunky, time save.
We love that.
So yeah, Mo sold us some illegal fireworks, and then Snake gives us some as well.
Mo can't self-boost to a miner because it's not right.
But illegal fireworks.
Oh hell
yeah.
Hello, taxi.
Oh yeah, this is just optimal driving strats up the wrong side of the road. You may see Falco like look back and look forward. You can basically re-roll the traffic spawning by doing that. If you've ever seen... Nice.
Ralph, come back here.
I'll explain this first, actually. Now, Wiggum is going to chase us. I was going to say,
that's bad.
There is a strat we do, but it probably won't work anymore, right? You drive through the middle of here, and his AI kind of just gets confused.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's cool.
I blame Ralph for that one. Actually, no, I'm going to blame Badger again.
Anyway, yeah, if, in regards to the camera, yeah, if you ever like seen a GTA 3 or Vice City or San Andreas run, it's very similar. You can like basically despawn or at least reroll traffic by using several camera modes. It's kind of similar in here. Although the traffic in this game works very weirdly. It's like they just make a pool of, like, is it 4 cars?
And
they all keep respawning.
It's 4 cars. Actually, I think it's 5 cars. It's just that one of them is a duplicate.
So if you flick it, basically you're just telling the game to
put
them somewhere else.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want this pool of cars in my vicinity. Give me a different set.
Sometimes it doesn't work very well because something can just spawn straight in front of you. But
sometimes it doesn't work at all because the game just feels like it. I don't wanna.
Anyway, now this whole mission is just comic book guy wants to race another nerd to the Java server, and then he talks about and he says, I'm going to go post about this on
alt.furryfanfiction.net.
Yeah, 2003 was a more innocent.
Comic book guy's kind of based, actually. Taxi wasn't, though.
I don't know why we were racing. It's kind of not relevant to the story, to be honest, right?
I know. I think Bart just thinks that Comic Book Guy just has access to, like, Bone Storm. And he's like, I don't care.
No time, we must race.
No time, we must race. I saw a bad film and it made me upset.
Oh yeah, I forgot he saw a bad film and he needs to post about it on the internet. That's why he's racing to the thing. 2003, you didn't have a phone, right? Anyway, this is a strat. Usually we're doing another...
That almost never works on 60, but I just did that because flexing
This
reasons.
is another mission where we're following a car. We're following another pizza delivery van, right, is what it says on the side.
It's a black van pizza delivery.
Black van pizza delivery, yeah. So yeah, obviously it goes a bit slower if you get further away, but it is still a good time to go around and get coins, and this is another one of them. There's a wasp in this. I think kind of because of the positioning, the van doesn't go too slowly. But yeah, we're just following this. I don't know why we're following it. I don't think it's really story explained. It's just like Frink is like, you need to go buy this thing from Herman's, right?
Yeah.
Or like get this thing, and then for some reason there's just a van you follow.
Bart forgot where Herman's was, even though he was there at the start of the second mission.
But yeah, that trick Falco did a minute ago with the ramp. Usually the car would like drive around the construction site, but you can just push, if you push it right, you can send it up the ramp, and it's somewhat annoying to do, but I guess if you practice it enough, it's pretty good.
Shout out to Plug Socket XXL for making the dirt jump rap, by the way.
What?
Yeah, Plug Socket, who used to run the game, made a dirt jump tutorial.
This jump's pretty good. This is a race against...
And that's how I learned how to do dirt jump.
This is a race against...
Not even joking.
This is a race against Snake, because you're racing for an antique radio that he stole. And that's just a faster way instead of going over the highway. Have you got... Nice T-pose. Have you got any wasps in your car yet, by the way?
I should do.
I mean, have you? Because I haven't noticed, because that's a strat that I could point out to you.
I think I got one at the town hall.
I forget why, but for some reason in this game you can just hit wasps in your car sometimes, but it's very limited. Like, once you've done 2 in a level, until you back out and go back in the level, you can't do it again.
No, not in this category. I'm getting this wrench.
Yeah, and you can't do that right in this category, so...
No. No sadly warping in Apu, I'm afraid.
Next mission with Cletus.
Oh, this is the worst. The Cletus truck is the worst car in the game. It's worse than the monorail.
Cletus mission is pick up roadkill for Krusty Burgers or something, and then get away from Apu, because Apu's the only person who can sell roadkill meat in this town or something.
Can't sell rotten meat. That's not.
And the only reason we're doing this is because Cletus has a satellite dish. So for context, Frink wants us to help him build a robot, a giant. What is it called?
Truckosaurus.
So we're just rounding up parts because apparently I don't know how we got from illegal fireworks to Frink.
We just did. Hello, Cletus truck.
Yep. The physics on this truck are also very interesting.
It's okay. I would like to show off the Canyonero's physics if that ever tries.
I like you say you'll show off. I mean, you will. You'll be driving it. Like
that's true. I drove it briefly, but I had no skill issue yet with it. Hello, pizza.
Yeah,
van.
this route is well, it's normal, but it's not.
I blame that pizza van.
You go through the train yard and then come back around here because it's just more optimal because you can pick up a wasp or try to pick up a wasp and you're in the van, right? That's why we do it, yeah.
I haven't got anything to add. That's pretty much.
I'm just kind of resting my voice for a minute.
While we're on our way to getting away from Apu, is there anything our host like to say?
Oh, well, thank you very much. I was just resting my voice as well.
Oh yeah, all that talking you've been doing.
It's very difficult over here. I'd just like to talk oh, I can't even speak now. You put me on the spot. I'd like to talk a little bit about Crisis. Crisis is a charity that supports people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training and support with housing, employment and health. 90% of the donations coming in will go towards supporting Crisis and 10% will go towards UKSG's future events.
I thought you were about to say I want to talk about Christ because of my runner.
So that was much earlier. Yes, that was much earlier.
Where's the good? I don't want to drive a taxi. I'll take this.
Yeah, we need to pick up another car, streetcar. Yeah, is this? I'm just going by the fact that you picked up this instead of a taxi.
I
don't know how fast it is.
I have a very strong vendetta against the taxi. It has
ruined.
ruined.
Why you keep hitting them, right?
It has ruined.
You went out of your own way to hit that one. Then.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, now
small time loss, but it's worth it.
Now Frink wants a blender, and you know who has blenders? Doctor. Wait, no.
Dr. Tony Cortados.
Dr. Nick.
He set all the monkeys loose again. How dare he?
And for some reason we need...
I just got done rounding him up. First he lets them loose in Sims 2 Castaway, then he lets them loose about 12 hours ago. Now he's let them loose again.
So yeah, for this is another mission where we need to buy a car, which is the Mr. Plow from Homer. Literally buying a car from our...
I forgot the route a little bit. That's fine.
Oh my god, this is coming back to me. I was about to say it again. At one point during a marathon run, I once called Homer... I think I said Homer was Bart's husband or something like that, and I was about to do it again. Why? This was back in 2018 as well.
Homer is Bart's husband.
Or the other way around. I remember using the word husband. Anyway, yeah. Buying a car from your own father when you're 10 years old.
If
anyway,
you got the money, why not?
This is just a collectathon mission, basically. Collect all the monkeys. During it, you can get coins.
Yeah.
The most annoying bit is this ramp, because there's... well, the one up here isn't too hard to get, but we kind of want to get the coins. And if you're going too fast up the ramp, you'll just fly straight through. But if you're not going fast enough, you won't make the jump.
If you go too fast, you'll fly over the monkey and you'll have to take the elevator of shame. We don't want to take the elevator of shame. That's a run killer. Hello, benches.
Nice benches.
We like benches here. Not. This music's banging, by the way. I almost got hit and run. It's not a mission you want to get hit and run on. Unless I feel like it. No, I'm not risking that one.
Oh, I was going to say YOLO, but no.
I'm not going to do that.
So yeah,
my coins are fine anyway.
We have like a route for this, like a somewhat optimized route. And that involves getting out here, basically. Obviously, you have to get on that roof to get that one because there's no way of getting there on your car. But anyway, you do that, and it gives you a blender. Mission completer.
Mission completer. Let me run over Dr. Tony Cortados because he set the monkeys.
Is that his actual name? Or is this a reference I don't get?
Tony's a real person.
Tony's a real person. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people named Tony. What's your point? What, like a real doctor of yours, or what do you mean, like? Oh, it's a speedrunner. You could have just said it's the name. You could have just said it's the name of another speedrunner. Anyway, this mission is the first of destroy X amount of cars missions. Basically, that's probably the best way of describing it.
This mission's a big run killer in ASM, mainly for the cutscene skip, but we're in no mission warps. Who cares?
Yeah. So 3 of these cars spawn one after the other, and you have to blow them up. They're all in the same spot, so it's kind of obviously I was going to say scripted. That's the wrong word. Planned where we can go, like. Words. I'm losing my words. I do not know English anymore.
You're learning Spanish now.
Yeah, it's the Spanish. That was a good one, I think, although... I mean, I'm not very good at this either, so I can't tell you off for doing poorly, but, you know, I can say you're doing poorly, right?
Yeah, this is not a good fourth card.
Yeah. At least you can get these coins. I would just let it go and hit it somewhere, because it's trying to get back on the road all the way over there, and then it goes to the right here, right?
Yeah.
So you can probably hit it here.
Yeah, this car's always this car for me for some reason. And once again, the taxi's owning me.
Actually, I'd say it's doing a good job if it's trying to stop it. What the? Oh my god! Yeah, this game you just get right to the end and you're like, why is it not getting destroyed? But anyway.
I hate that traffic specifically. But one traffic is sellouts is really something, especially if it's a taxi. Luckily, we won't have to see him anymore after the cutscene.
So yeah, we're in one of the differences in all story missions is you can after if there is a end of level FMV, like a pre-rendered cutscene like we've got here, there is a very small gap between when the mission completes and the FMV loading that you can pause in and mission warp to the next level because it's already unlocked, but we're not allowed to do that in this category, so we just get to watch them.
I love the lore in this game,
especially when it's in Spanish. I was actually going to mention something earlier, because this isn't any percent or all story missions, is because any percent, there is a feature in this game called mission skipping, where you fail a mission, I think 5 times and then 6 times, and on the 6th it allows you to skip to the next one. So
alright, fine, skip it.
So basically, what GTA 5 does.
You still have
and
to.
I think Red Dead Redemption 2 does it as well.
You still have to coin route in any percent, but it's one of the worst categories in the game.
So the main category tends to be disallowing that, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, nice! You got the.
I picked up enter skip.
Menu,
I picked up enter skip storage.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Enter skip storage, which is. It's actually kind of hard to when you go to a phone booth and you pick a card, then the camera pans over. When the camera pans over, you can. I forget how you do it. You just press.
It stores an enter skip when you warp to another mission or.
But what button do you press to do it? I forget what it is.
I have it set to the square button.
But what is that bound to? I'm not sure.
The enter button.
Oh, well, you just press enter, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I must just pause.
Oh, the camera change button I have is the right stick.
But when you're waiting for the pan over, you press the camera change button, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, you'll do it at some point, probably. Will you? No, because you're doing... This category doesn't really use it, right? Because you're not warping around. So
no.
It's mainly to skip the pans in when you're doing mission warping around. That one was a...
That one was just because
it's the beginning of the level and it forces you to spawn in.
I just want to give a shout out to Talzin, who loves it whenever I do 3-1 beach.
Here's a strat, come up here, reset the car, and it puts you up here, so it's slightly faster than driving around. This mission is... sorry, what are you going to say?
I hope Talzin's proud of me.
This mission is comic book guy. So Bart disappears, he gets abducted, and Lisa needs to find him. And she goes to comic book guy first, and comic book guy is, no, I need to buy a limited edition Itchy and Scratchy magazine, and then get back to the shop.
The controversial itch shoe in which they finally kiss. No.
And then he makes some sort of joke about how video games
are a waste of money.
Waste of money, but he needs to go buy like rare cards online or something. I don't know what he wants to buy.
Comic book guy definitely invests in NFTs. There's just no way around it.
I need to check modern Simpsons and see if they've done that.
They probably have.
Anyway, now you're going to talk to Milhouse, because Milhouse might know a lot. So
No,
for some reason he makes you drive around the entire town, and all you want to do is see Lisa. So
Hi, Lisa.
something I haven't mentioned is you bought the cool outfit already.
Yep.
So because in all story missions we tend to buy it at the observatory, right?
Yep.
But here I'm guessing it's just quicker because of reasons. Is it different, or is it just?
Yep. It saves having to go into change outfit in the observatory.
But you need to go in the observatory, right?
You do go into the
But
observatory.
you need to walk back out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'll explain when we see it. So yeah, we need the cool outfit for a certain mission in a few missions. A certain mission in a few missions. Yeah, me. Good job.
Yes.
But yeah, no, there is a mission coming up that requires you to have bought that outfit.
I'm sure you will all love the mission when it comes up. Some people will go into Krusty Lou to get more coins, but I don't do that. I think Krusty Lou's slow.
Falco Townsend says that he's not proud of you.
I don't know what he's talking
about. Are you going to
about.
kick him? Oh, no. I guess there's no time because you need to drive.
Well, our next purchase will be the school bus. Hello,
oh, yeah,
you.
there's two purchases. This is the first level where you purchase two things.
Oh, I didn't get the wasp. Oh, well.
A car and an outfit. So here's a really big reset. You can go in there and reset, and it puts you like all the way on the other side. Unless you know how it works or the map, it's kind of hard to explain how much that saved.
It saves
quite a lot.
It
like
saves a substantial amount of time.
20 seconds, maybe?
Yeah, around that much.
Anyway, I
I'd
need
say
to buy
around
the
10.
school bus. So an 8-year-old is now buying a school bus.
As you do.
Or an whatever that said, Escolar. What?
Autobus Escolar.
That's it.
We'll be using this bus a lot later, after one more mission. Which is kind of bad because it involves a Cletus truck.
I was just having a I forgot that because of the way you're doing missions. I was like, why are you driving this way? It's because usually we buy this later on, just before the mission. But again, in this case, it's faster to do it now because of the no mission walks.
Right, thank you, Tilbert. Your strat doesn't work.
Oh yeah, this mission is fun.
Oh no.
Cletus is dropping stuff when you hit
Okay,
his car.
that's fine.
You got it, nice. Cletus drops this flat meat when you hit his car, and just following it around and hitting it is really annoying. So we have a strat to just get him stuck here, and you can just do it over, just ram him over and over again. If chat wants to take that out of context.
Don't encourage them.
I'm sorry, they encourage themselves. That's not my problem.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty fast. Then we need to drive to the observatory. Usually if you didn't do that, he would drive past the observatory, usually, so it's a lot faster just to do it this way.
Nice.
And I forget why we're helping Apu with this.
Because Apu might know where Bart is.
Oh yeah, just Apu might know where Bart is, but he doesn't, right?
Nope. He
And here's
simply
Grandpa,
says, go talk to Professor
who's
Frank.
outside of the observatory for some reason.
As you do. And we're going to restart the mission so we're in the school bus.
Is this a warp? I was about to ask, does this count as a...
That restarting the mission doesn't count as a warp.
No, I don't think it did.
I
remember that being a conversation that happened many years ago.
Just don't, let's just not bring it up. Let's just say it's fine, it's allowed.
Anyway, this is another one of the 3 cars you need to destroy mission. The bus makes it I'd say, I was going to say pretty easy, but it is pretty easy, I guess, because it's usually 2 hits and you're done if they're big enough.
Yeah.
But,
this has got a great soundtrack, by the way.
that is now on Spotify, apparently.
That's true, it is.
Apparently Liquid tweeted about it in September, and then news sites picked up on it, like, the other week. I don't know why it took them so long. Like, who else found it? I don't know. Whatever.
Someone else.
For some reason, I think you can buy it on like Apple Music too, but I would not buy it because it's basically just the game files put on the stores. I don't think they're not higher quality.
No.
But you can listen to it on Spotify. That's why I was wondering if it was official. I was like, did someone just bootleg upload this?
I think it is official. It's just I don't know. I don't know.
Nice. Look at that destruction.
That was a very good hellfish for me, actually.
Yeah, it went pretty well, especially that last one.
Can we? Do we have time for some quick donos? Or
well, I've been asked to tell you that you shouldn't fail 5-2. So that's what I've got there.
I bet it was Sid who put that.
It was Townsend again.
I did not fail 5-2. Okay, for context, I had a sub 130 pace going into Apo, and then I lost all 3 minutes to that one mission.
So this is the mission where you need the cool outfit for. You're asking Wiggum about if he knows where Bart is, and he's like, I've got to follow this criminal and pick up the things he drops for some reason. Oh, evidence. It's evidence. Yeah. Including this. Remember, remember when I said earlier about this?
Traffic.
I think in level 3 they do go faster. I don't think they're limited.
Thanks, traffic. Very cool.
Anyway.
Not.
This isn't too. It's not too much time lost. So.
I've got to fail at least one mission.
I mean, if it was like a PB, yeah, that time loss would be bad. But we're talking about marathons, so it's not as bad as 3 or 4 minutes. Like I don't know what you could lose that much time to, but
I'll lose it to 5-2.
Cutscene skip if obviously you can't cutscene skip in this, but if you were doing something with cutscene skips in and you didn't skip one of the cutscenes, you lose like 2.5 minutes.
I don't do the funny reset. I do the funny manip instead, and hopefully Snake will
just stay behind.
Yeah, and hopefully Snake will drop it on before the ledge. And unfortunately, he did not. So, oh well.
Whatever. So yeah, he can drop it after that jump, which means you have to drive back around here, slightly slower.
It's a bit annoying when the manip doesn't work, but that's fine. You get to listen to more of the FBI music. I like to crash into that pole, by the way.
And the wall.
I love this game's driving physics. It reminds me of GTA 4. Especially that bowling arm. That's known to be the cause of some very funny clips. We're going to get the Malibu back. Okay, as you do. And that pedestrian spawned right inside the car, and he just flew out.
Anyway, now it's time for... I know what the mission is, but I don't know what it's called.
Fishy deals.
Fishy deals. Apparently, this guy might know some stuff about Bart, but he
wants a favor.
He wants a favor, and we're going to pick up some fish. But Lisa is just going to
set him free instead. Based. She has this very funny voice line when you pick up fish number 12.
I know exactly which one it is. What does it sound like in Spanish? Oh, I hear it, I guess.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Okay, this is just a one of these pickup. Yeah, a lot of the missions in this follow similar structures. Like I can point them out. Like this one is, you have a time limit and there is a route of items you must pick up, which is what we're doing.
Love to see it.
There we go.
There's the voice sign.
She's yelling freedom, at least in the English version. I don't know if
Freedom. My voice, it can't go that high right now.
Chat would like some more horn if possible.
Is this for Axie?
Badger.
Oh, never mind. No horn. Alright, fine. I'll entertain Badger. Just because I've been mean to him earlier. And that's Fishy Deals complete.
And this is probably the most annoying drive. Like you're like halfway across the map, right? Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
We're gonna drive all the way back to Captain McAllister.
Captain McAllister.
I think that's his name.
Is that actually his name?
Probably. Do a nice little 360.
That was a good stunt. Intentional, right?
Yeah, it was. Things I do for speedrunning, I do it intentionally. Except for when I'm failing missions.
I thought you were going to get like the bowling alley arm, like
maybe
and then I'd say it was intentional as well.
Maybe we'll show that off in Part 2.
So, this is the last mission, right?
This is the last mission in Lisa.
Where he's like, I think I saw Bart in that limo. So Lisa is like a psychopath and is like, I'm going to blow the limo up to try and find Bart.
Okay, let's get rid of it. Hey Zoton, you do this mission in the Mr. Plow, right?
No.
Oh, no? Oh,
no, I changed like a couple of years ago. I don't run this much, but no, I do this in here, but I usually can't get the first hit either. So don't worry, I'm as bad as you know. No, yeah. I'm bad at that as well. But yeah, the strat here is to tend to get this limo down, stuck down there, and then the AI kind of gets a bit confused trying to get back up on the road that it can't get to, so it just keeps hitting itself over and over. You know, stop hitting yourself and all that funny joke, right?
Hello.
Anyway, and then she's like, "Oh no, I blew up the limo with Bart in it," and he's like,
"No, Bart's not in the limo. He's on the boat.
He's on the boat, and he's just randomly standing on the boat now."
As you do.
So this is usually you're meant to like take the jump in the car to get up on this boat, but you can also do some weird platforming on these.
It's just faster.
There's another easier one that I tend to do, but most people do that one, I think. Yeah, so he's here, and he's been brainwashed, and then we kick him.
He's off the boat.
He's off the boat.
Bye, Bart.
Now we're in Marge's level.
We get to drive the Canyonero.
Level 4 of 7. Oh my god. Marge's voice.
Canyonero.
So she wants to try and figure out what's... Bart is saying stuff about Buzz Cola. So she wants to figure out what's going down with Buzz Cola.
I love the Canyonero so much.
I guess the question is, can you narrow?
No, I can't.
No.
I can't the narrow.
Can you narrow?
Canyonero. Can we Canyonero the donut truck though?
Yeah, so Wiggum wants donuts and it's the middle of the night, but for some reason there is still a donut delivery van here.
I fancy donuts.
What we're meant to do is, the main strat that you were probably trying to go for was to hit him into an area that you can do something similar to...
yeah,
we call it bonfire strat, right? Bonfire of the manatees.
We call that one donut fire.
Donut fire. It makes no sense unless you know about the bonfire one.
This one works too. It's slower, but it's a lot
Yeah, this is
safer.
Kind of the reason we want to do this and not just tail the car, the van around is because we need to deliver them back to Wiggum, who is, as you know, right there. So that's 8, 9,
and
I guess you just want to hit it one more time. Yep.
There we go. That's fine. That works. I should put the Canyonero here.
Away. So something I haven't explained is if you park the car too close to this to the end of a mission. When mission complete is up, the car is despawned. I would assume so that it doesn't get in the way of the cutscene. So we want to try and park it further away so that we can then get in it while the mission complete is up. And also, when the mission complete happens, your character does an animation only if you're on the ground. So if you see us jumping, I say us, I'm not playing, but if you see someone who's running this jumping like you, that is intentional because it skips the animation.
Sometimes
or kick.
Yeah, kicking as well. Kicking works too.
Which is the only way in an
You'll
interior.
see me kick pedestrians a lot.
I still have no clue why you cannot jump in interiors, but you can kick. Because kicking doesn't do anything in interiors either.
I mean, you can't even kick pedestrians.
I assume jumping was disabled because of, like,
Limitations.
just you screwing up with the game and, like, jumping out of bounds or something.
Radical did not intend for it. Hello, traffic.
Because you can re-enable it with a mod, so...
That's true.
So yeah, anyway, driving to the next mission, which is Cletus.
We love Cletus. Not.
And he's like,
No.
no, don't take my stuff. And he runs away and drops it on the way. And this is a tailing mission where he drops things as you follow him, basically.
Cletus likes to mess around in this mission. Hello, garbage truck.
I forget, why did we go to Cletus?
Because Wiggum said to go talk to Cletus, because he might know something.
Because crop circles, I guess?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, there is some crop circle that's appeared, apparently.
Or crap circles, as Marge calls them. Crap circles!
Yeah, but I was going to say we need to get to that cutscene, but it's going to be in Spanish, so...
Who cares? Oh, Cletus crashed. He had a skill issue.
So yeah, Cletus can get stuck in a few spots if... Like, he doesn't speed up and down the further you get away and closer, but he also does, right? Like, kind of, but not much.
For some reason, Cletus's truck is being buffed in this mission.
Yeah, he's really fast.
For absolutely no reason. We're going to pick up Lambton's favourite coins. These ones right here. Some people don't go for them. I go for them because I think it's worth it.
The physics here are very...
the Canyonero loves those physics. We're going to go this way because we're going to go for a spam grind. We're going to pick up some coins here.
So to explain quickly what a coin grind is, there's these boxes and vending machines that you can use to get coins. Usually we just drive into them. If you kick them on foot, it's 3 kicks to destroy them. But if you kick them twice and then you basically like reset the mission or warp to a different mission or warp to the same mission,
or restart the mission.
That resets and you can kick it again for more coins, because coins come out when you kick it. So it kind of resets that, so you can basically use it for infinite coins. Although I would not want to get infinite coins by kicking boxes; that would take a very long time.
And that's why
infinity is a concept, not a number. So. And
that's why Zoton has not improved his hundo time.
No, what is mine? It's like 6 hours or something.
6 hours.
I did better 100% at some point, but that doesn't have coin grinding in it. So.
Better hundo doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't?
No, it was removed from the category extensions.
Why? Does that mean did I even submit anything to that? I don't think I did.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad that my run isn't gone because I never submitted it. Anyway, now Cletus is like, okay, I'll help you, but first you need to collect food for the winter for my family, which are just random ketchup packets littered around.
As you do. Hello, nuclear waste truck.
And now we have to drive this.
What?
Look at this hitbox, by the way. Yeah, on the wall.
The Cletus truck sucks. I actually hate this car.
But yeah, this mission again is just drive around and pick these up. But you're in a really heavy car. I mean, we did this before, like with the flat meat, so it's not very different.
I don't know why Tilbert even wants the IM world record for this mission.
The hardest part of this mission is at the end.
Oh, absolutely. Love hit and run. Oh, Cletus truck, no.
Actually, no, sorry. I meant like at the end of this
oh, yes, the wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel of fortune.
But the end, sometimes you can get hit and run, but it's not.
If my rating is correct.
There
Good.
you go. Nice, you got the wasps here. Like I said, you can hit them in cars sometimes.
I did the math correctly.
So yeah, here you have to jump through this jump, which there's this thing that rotates, and you can get stuck in it. And if you're not going fast enough, because this car's pretty slow, you'll.
Oh, here we go.
But we have hit and run. Is this the first time we got hit and run? I think.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Arrestado.
That's okay. My
So in
coins
this
are fine.
game, if you're hit, basically if you commit crimes, I guess we'll say crimes. If you hit boxes
War crimes.
or run over people or hit cars, you gain.
The host is
Hit and run.
cringing at that one.
The hit and run meter goes up,
I
which
don't
is the
think
thing
we're going
around
to be
the.
talking about war crimes,
Which,
but, you know.
which is around the radar, and if it gets all the way to the top, police chase you, and if they catch you, they take 50 of your coins. And that's pretty annoying when you need coins, so we kind of want to avoid that.
That's alright. I think
But it's fine. It's like, this is the good thing, is if you think on the fly, you have to just reroute on the fly, which is a skill. I'm giving you some compliments there. You have to, but no, it seriously is. Like, if you don't know how to recover that, it's
annoying. Very bad move.
Hey, I found where those 50 coins went. We have a $50 donation from Johnny
Wow.
Fortos. Thank you very much for your donation.
That's where the 50 coins went.
to a good cause.
Let's go.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we are now in Lisa's or is it
the Malibu Stacy car.
Mainly because we hate the we hate.
The Canyonero
Canyonero.
is
That's the only reason.
in the Canyonero you have a time, especially for this mission.
I can't really do my Marge voice, apparently.
I wonder if someone in the chat can do it.
In the chat.
We'll hear their voices in spirit.
If you yell loud enough, maybe we'll be able to hear it across the globe.
Hopefully. That's the idea.
So yeah, this mission is interesting. You go to basically. There's a very short mission that I kind of talked over without acknowledging it. You talk to Mole Man in the graveyard, who is in the graveyard for some reason.
He's just there.
And he's like, "Oh no, it's curfew!" And you race to the retirement castle, and
What are you doing?
when that's done, you talk to Grandpa. What is going on?
The chase sedan's being stupid.
You talk to Grandpa, and he's like, "I need my medication, but some boys stole it. The bullies stole it."
Some of the
And the bullies are
urchins.
like, "Oh, we sold it to this guy in this black sedan. So now the black sedan is driving about, and we're chasing it, picking it up as it drops it."
We're chasing the chase sedan.
Is that actually what it's called in-game, chase sedan? Or
Yeah.
is it just what we nicknamed it?
Yeah, it's
But yeah, this is a
it's
good
called
time.
in-game.
Another time to get coins, but also it's a bit. You have to be careful because it'll keep going without any sort of.
It ain't gonna stop.
Ain't gonna stop. And also the way this game works is the drops have to happen in between a certain area, and sometimes the game can just forget to drop it. And
Didn't happen this time.
no. Does it hit? It's not meant to happen here, right? What? Yeah, there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if it hadn't dropped it, it would then have to do the whole loop again. It
That's
doesn't fail, it just keeps going around, and then it gets back there, it sees that it's in the area again, and then it's like, okay, I'll drop it now. I don't know why it can miss it. I think it... Is there like a gap of time between the last one and the next one, and it...
I
No,
think
it can't be,
I think
because
the
no.
game just breaks.
No.
It
There
forgets
can't be,
how to
'cause
work.
two of them just spawned really close together a minute ago.
Yeah.
I know that's why it happens, because it has to be in a certain area, and it randomly does it, and I guess maybe it randomly picks a time, and by the time that happens, it's like, oh, actually, we're not in the area anymore.
The time is somewhere. It's up to a maximum of 5 seconds if it's in the zone.
So now we have, we gave Grandpa his medication, but now he's asleep, so we're going to go buy some Trucker's Choice, which is, I'm guessing, just like caffeine pills.
Get inside, please. Thank you.
I'm surprised you didn't move that. I'm surprised you just kept doing that.
I mean, if you do something over and over again, eventually it'll work.
Imagine a Pooh's just watching Marge run in, pick these up, and then run out, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to pay for those." He just watches her. Anyway, it's time for an unskippable mid-level cutscene. Is this the only? This is the only. No, the first level has a mid-level cutscene.
Yes.
We have the sexy footage one, and then this one, and that's it.
This one's
The
crap
rest are all
circles.
end or beginning. And by beginning, I mean the first cutscene. Everything else is the end. So yeah, wake him up. Let's just watch this in Spanish. He's talking about how a Nazi raccoon hits him with a banjo or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Actual
like
words. Is that how she says crop circles?
Yeah, that says crop circles.
Yeah, she's basically asking about the crop circles.
Crop circles.
And he's telling her that he saw this crop. I guess it's not really a crop circle, but I guess it is because it's got a circle. Whatever. With something that he saw on like.
It's a circle.
He saw something that he saw somewhere, and she's like, "Oh, I saw it on a bottle of pop."
It's a circle in a square hole.
But that's exactly how she says it.
Bottle of water.
A bottle of pop.
Bottle of iron brew.
My bottle of pop. Anyway, so yeah, now she's what's the word?
She's gonna.
I thought she knew about Buzz Cola at the start, but maybe she didn't.
No, I don't think she cared enough.
Because yeah, she shows it to Bart in a minute, and he's like, "Oh, that's the Buzz Cola they were giving us in the spaceship. It makes you go crazy or something." Like, I don't know.
Oh my. As you
So
do.
now we're gonna go into our son's room to change clothes.
As you do.
Why this is here, I don't know. But yeah, you can buy outfits here. And we need the police outfit for Marge for the next mission. Which is, I forget what this mission is actually called.
Monkey See, Monkey Do 2. Because it has the same.
It's the same soundtrack. Yeah, this is just run around. It's a similar thing. I mean, you could take a car for this. It'd be highly inefficient.
You could, but why would you?
This is just collect a load of Buzz Cola cans that are scattered around. And it's also a good time to get a ton of coins.
We need coins.
We do need coins. And that's so many just in that one spot.
I would be doing like 4-1 neighbors, but that's not good for no mission warps.
So yeah, walk around, collect all these. There is a like optimized route, I would say. That's just, I mean, you could do it in any order technically, but this feels natural, right? Like this actually feels like you're meant to follow it, right?
Yeah.
On top of this roof, on top of the Quickie Mart, which is a reference to an episode.
As you do.
Lisa the Vegetarian. I remember this because I was watching someone. Was it in another Simpsons game? I was watching someone do something with a Simpsons game.
It was one of them.
And the people in his chat, in the streamer's chat that I was watching, said something like, it's Paul McCartney. It's a Paul McCartney thing, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, Paul McCartney.
And the stream was like, no, Paul McCartney wasn't the Beatle that was obsessed with this stuff. And people are like, yes, but that's what happens in the episode. Apparently Simpsons might have got it wrong. I don't know. I mean, Paul McCartney did the voice himself, so why would he...
Why would he lie about that?
That's a pretty good episode, by the way, Lisa the Vegetarian. It's the one that has...
Paul McCartney.
It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
It's just a little...
It's still good, Kobe.
It's just a little stuck.
Yeah, so that mission's done, and now we quiz a poo on this, and
I hope the Canyon Nose spins out.
And now we have to destroy some Buzz Cola vans. And yeah, you didn't get that.
I was never going to get Pulse Strat. Oh well.
No, I mean, I don't get it either, so... Yeah, basically we need to destroy these cars, and they have quite a bit of health. This is another one of the, there is 3 cars, and we need to destroy the mission. Except these ones are just harder.
I don't know what's happening with this cola truck, but okay, sure, why not? Let's roll with it.
I think you should just leave it.
No, I'm just going to...
Okay. I'm the type of person who likes to just let them go a bit forward, because for context, once it's destroyed, you then have to keep moving the same way they were moving. So
knocking that one into the Krusty Burger is burger sign. That works for me.
Yeah, now on the way to the next one, which is outside Burger Action. So yeah, now we've basically Marge is like, Cola, this Buzz Cola is evil, so I must destroy them. That's basically the mission.
She has a big vendetta against Buzz Cola now. Come on, let's get the coins. Thank you. I'm also dangerously close to getting hit and run. I kind of don't want that.
So yeah, there's a good way of getting a bit of
All right
damage
then.
here.
That's not where you're supposed to get it stuck, but okay.
The van is meant to go inside Burns' mansion, but
Who cares? It's
yeah,
here
you
now.
can just kind of swerve it into here. There's a few different ways of doing this, but I still do the down the side of the thing, like hard to point at it, but like to the left there.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
I don't know if what people do these days like optimal, but
I do it if it happens. I just YOLO this mission. I need this wasp. Rampe. Rampe.
where it go?
Let's not get owned by the Wheel of Fortune. Or... Actually, I decide to get owned by the Wheel of Fortune on purpose.
And you'll probably get hit and run in a second.
Let's not let that happen.
Driving through the power plant is really annoying because there's a load of people in your way because you know it's not a road. So this one has a specific strat. I assume that. Oh my, what?
Thank you, garbage truck.
You're meant to get them stuck on the tree.
Actually.
I mean, this kind of works, but you can do a load of damage pretty quickly here. Usually just on the tree though.
This has been a cola trucks.
But here's works. And annoyingly, once you destroy this one, the I'm gonna call it the corpse. The body of the card doesn't.
The corpse
respawn.
of the cola truck.
So you can sometimes get in the way. Physics, Canyonero.
Oh, there we go.
Canyonero. Nice
There we go.
wheelie.
You love to see it. Unfortunately, I got the cops after me now.
But we okay, no, we're not at the end of the mission. I'm thinking of an earlier one. We're the amount of police presence kind of gets stronger between with every level. So this is a little bit annoying to avoid, but and the decaying of the hit and run meter gets slower with each level as well. So that's why it's easier to get hit and run in future levels. It's not like Falco is like just getting worse.
I mean,
so anyway, yeah, we need
that's
to.
true.
Wiggum is now following us, and we need to lose him. But luckily, just going in an interior loses people if they're chasing you. I think it's because the interior is far away on the map. Is that actually why?
Yeah, that's why.
It's stored somewhere further out of, I guess, out of the usual bounds.
Yeah, it's out of the map.
So it's just quite far away.
Pretty much.
So now this is level 5. This is the Pooh's level. Back in the downtown area, just at night. He's now investigating the Buzz Cola because he was selling tainted cola. That's the link a Pooh has, and that's the reason he's a playable character. So yeah, there's some similar stuff in this level, like the coins up here to Bart's level.
I like to hit the little wall there.
Annoyingly, the game starts you on the other side of town from where the mission starts for this one for some reason. But we also need to buy an outfit for this, so you can get it here. I know at some point, I don't know if people don't buy whatever the other one was called,
It's
Army.
Army or B shops.
What was the other one? What's it called there? It was called something else.
The B shops.
No, it was called Air. I don't know. I don't know Spanish. Anyway, you can either buy that before this mission or after this mission, right? It depends on the category and what's optimal, right? I forget.
In no mission warps, it's always early American, I think.
Okay, it used to be later, like, that's what I've been doing, so I'm never sure.
It's
Anyway, you start this mission here, and this is a chase. This is a follow mission where you pick up things being dropped by a van. That's it.
I'd like to get in the long one, please. If this was all toss, I would be doing late American for a very cool out of bounds that unfortunately I'm not showing off today.
Is there anything the host wants to say while we're...
I've always got things to say.
Just for context, this mission is you go around a whole loop of the town, so...
Okay.
So
Well, I'll just remind everybody that they're watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering Red 2023, a 2-day speedrunning marathon coming to you live from Glasgow, Scotland. Do you, that's you, yes viewers, want to get updates for when our marathons go live and when your favourite runs are coming up? Then you can follow us on Twitter at UKSG Marathon. Also, if you use the hashtag UKSG Red 2023, you might get featured on the stream. Do you want to support future UKSG events? Part of the revenue from cheers, subs and ad revenue also goes towards UKSG. So we welcome all of your contributions towards helping UKSG become bigger and better. And don't forget, if you have a Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription to a channel. If you haven't used it yet, why not use it on the ESA channel?
Can I go for that one? No, I can't.
So yeah, again, this is just weighing up if you're going to lose the
Oh, that's a bad drop.
car you're following.
This is a bit of a scary mission. It's an easy mission, but it's a bit. It can get a bit scary.
When you're trying to root coins in, it tends to, and you're being impatient and like the thing you're trying to get spawns slightly to one side and you drive past it.
Yeah.
Oh, pin pals, nice.
We like pin pals. This is the mission that Towson was mocking me for earlier, by the way.
Yeah. So this mission is you just drive to the hospital and lose these cars that are trying to chase you.
Hello, Quimby. Okay, I'm not going to vote for you anymore.
This is the fact I always bring up when this mission comes on. This mission is so easy you can do it on foot.
No, it's not.
There was a bingo square for just doing this on foot. Like, I don't know how you do it properly, but like,
I don't have the money for the car built for Homer because of that limo.
Busted.
Because of that.
Being busted?
Oh, no, because the limo prevented me from getting the amount of coins I need. I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
I'll just grab these ones here because I didn't get them earlier. That's fine. Our coins are fixed now. Close cam for the fans.
So yeah. Pooh went to the mob and was like,
maybe you shouldn't have gone to the bomb.
the bomb.
The bomb, the mob.
Anyway, and they set people out after him for some reason. Oh no, he needs to go to the hospital because his wife's giving birth.
I think so, at least.
Like half of this level is his wife gives birth.
It's all just one mission.
You have to get to the hospital in one mission. The second mission is diapers, right?
Yeah, this one right here. Baby Van is the absolute anomaly.
Okay, so here you had to buy another car built for Homer. And here's Baby Van.
It drives terribly.
In storyline context, it's someone from Shelbyville has like bought up all like the diapers. I was gonna say dirty diapers. That'd be very weird. Diapers. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else I watched.
What have you been watching?
Diapers. I've been watching streams. A certain popular person, I'll just say who it is, it's Fine Source, but he said like there was some game where someone said dirty diapers and it's stuck in my head apparently. But yeah, diaper, the Baby Van, you can get it stuck in a few places, but it's kind of annoying. And also it has Baby Van has like lore, has history of like it can sometimes have terrible AI and drive around and spin around and
it's the biggest anomaly in the shark community.
And apparently it was
no,
like
right next to wasps.
At one point we thought they made it intentionally dumb, and then it turned out it was actually a bug, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I need to turn the Cub of Homer around.
The reason we needed diapers, by the way, was because the babies that have just been given birth to were gonna like go to the toilet all over the floor or whatever. That's like the actual wording, I think.
In the waiting room.
And now, oh yeah, we got the American outfit. The reason for that was for this mission where you're gonna try and follow, you're trying to find a criminal. So you're following like the trail of donuts to the police officer, right? And Krusty says it would help if you look more American.
How very...
That's why we need to buy the outfit.
How very respectable, Krusty.
Anyway, we follow these, go to Wiggum, trail Wiggum, and find a criminal. Can you guess which criminal it is? It's the one they use literally everywhere in the game. There's only one criminal.
He's
literally only one criminal.
He's in this game a whole lot more than Ned Flanders.
It's got to be Homer, right?
Must be. I think Harpu just answered that question. Oh.
So yeah, most of this area is just trying to
got
get
that shield, but
coins
not the
without
wasp.
losing Wiggum.
Alright, don't despawn then. See if I care.
Can you get this? No.
Oh no.
He's got a very interesting Spanish voice.
He does.
Because some people's kind of sound similar, but he doesn't really. Well, Wiggum, I mean.
It's just Wiggum.
Because Wiggum's voice in English is kind of a bit higher pitched, and here it's kind of like, I don't know.
It's different.
I don't know how many in these dubs, how many of these people reprise their roles from the dubs of the show. I think in the German version they did. I don't know about the rest. I know that because German people have told me that they did. Or at least people who speak German.
I will trust their knowledge of the Simpsons lore.
I do wonder if they've ever like changed, because like I don't know much about dubs, but like in the English versions they've never like changed voice actors. I wonder if in dubs they changed them much. This is just like shower thoughts at like middle of the night. Do they ever do that? You know?
These are what we call 3 a.m. thoughts.
That's true. It's real 3 a.m. hours. Who was up?
Anyway, so the criminal is Snake, you know, of course, and he wants he'll give you information if you help him with his community service, which is collecting garbage.
Garbage.
I don't know why you trail a garbage van to collect the garbage.
Harpu's the trash man. The trash man. Hey, garbage.
This is a mission that people found really hard, apparently, when they were like when they played this game.
I found quick cash harder, which is the next mission.
This the problem with this is if you don't have a good route, the timer you see on screen is the timer for the entire mission. When you finish the objectives, it just keeps going down until you get back.
Nice.
So it never adds time on.
There goes the lamppost.
Yeah, it just floated away.
It had to go. Its planet needed it.
And
it died on the way back to its home planet. Back to go, please. And this is the route we'll be using to get the garbage cans.
I'm just remembering that. Pochi looks like he has something to say. Do you? Yes, I certainly do. I have to go now. My people need me, or whatever it is.
Poochie died on the way back to his home planet.
The most cost-effective way to write out a character. This is a very sleeper mission.
So yeah, this is like difficult, but when you have a route, it's not too hard. It's mostly about routing.
Get that van because I kind of need it.
Because there's a lot. This garbage is everywhere. Apparently, it's on the roofs.
It's on the roofs. It's on the streets. It's on the fire truck. Did I get this wasp? I didn't. I need it actually.
I thought you were questioning, do you usually pick it up? And I was going to say, I don't know.
The answer is yes, I do. Unless it flies away. It likes to do that. Just because it feels like it.
So yeah, for context, we bought this car earlier for a specific mission, but it's pretty good, so we just use it for the rest of the level.
It's a very good car. The car built for Homer is a very good car.
It was so good that it bankrupted the company. Because the Simpsons lore is like, he met his long-lost brother who was like rich and did he own a car company?
He did own a. Danny DeVito did own a car company.
Was it Danny
It was Danny DeVito who voiced.
I didn't even realize that.
Who voiced Homer's brother?
Does Danny DeVito just like playing people who sell cars? Because he did in Matilda as well, right?
Yeah.
That's his. By the way, if you've ever watched Matilda, that is Danny DeVito directed. He directed that film.
That's true. He did.
It's very good. Anyway, Yeah, and he wanted Homer to design a car for like the modern family or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he designed this, and apparently bankrupt the company.
I don't understand. That's a great car.
So yeah,
Oh, that's not the.
what did you? Oh, you were trying to port.
That's not the right one. Which one was the?
What are you trying to do?
I thought that was the.
You were trying to alt tab, were you?
Yeah.
Well,
Then
here's alt and here's tab.
then I just realised. Oh wait, this isn't windowed.
Oh, is that okay?
That was That was
Anyway,
implanted in my brain.
Snake is like, my friend in the DMV has the info, but the folder happens to be empty. And now Snake is like, I need to finish my community service by destroying a armored van. Totally legit.
Yeah.
This is pretty annoying of a mission if you do it casually. There are strats to it, and we'll see if you get it right. I'm gonna guess you do the normal. We try and get it stuck.
If it works, it works. No.
So the idea is to try and push it in back here, and it'll get stuck and keep ramming itself over and over again. Oh, it's stuck in this really weird spot. It'll get out, right? Yeah.
There goes my coins. My coins are in trouble now.
So you now have to do some backups, which is... I keep saying we. I don't have to do anything. I just have to watch you do it.
That's just something for me to worry about.
Just bash the car everywhere you can. And it's doing pretty well. Although the problem is you're in a forced sports car that doesn't have much health versus a armored truck,
which has too much health.
Has quite a lot of health. Luckily, there is wrenches. This is how you repair your car in the game. It's just floating wrenches. I still do the thing where you just jump on top of the car, because you can park the car and then get on top of it and jump.
You can
just about reach it.
You can, but I've never been able to reach the wrench.
There was one time I couldn't, but I have done before. And before its frame rate depends.
I'm just gonna see what I can do to fix my coins now, because that actually ruined my coin route. It's really dependent on me getting armored truck.
How much? How many do we have at the moment? Do you know?
We have around 400 and something.
And you need 600 by like the end of the first mission in the next level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if nothing else, you're doing Krusty Lou, right? But I mean, do you usually do Krusty Lou anyway in level 6? Do you maybe need to do some grinding?
I might need to do some grinding.
That's what everyone usually uses as a backup, right? Because
that means I'll get to show off something that I would usually do in Hundo. So, I guess I get to show something off.
So yeah, this is drive back to his hideout. I was going to say apartment, but he just called it hideout. But no, there is a police officer here who I think is meant to be Wiggum, but I don't think it says it's Wiggum.
It doesn't say it's Wiggum, but it's definitely Wiggum.
And then drive back. And I don't even know if he ever gives us any information.
Bye.
Does he ever give us any information?
He says that he says to check the museum.
And Bart is here now.
Yeah, Bart's here. We're going to the museum in Bart's car, the Farini, which we used for this mission only. Oh, here's why I'm low on coins. The vend. I missed the vend.
Oh no, perfect coins now. No problems. But no, in all seriousness, we don't need to do a cutscene skip. So we. Oh yeah, it's not that bit yet. But I kind of forgot that the mission isn't over yet. This is a destroy car mission and then pick up something it drops.
Oh yeah, this is going to be one of those curators.
But we need to come back to the museum, so we need to try and destroy it as soon as possible. And it can just drive around the entire map, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's done that for me once. Not going to lie.
Because if you've never played this game before, it's meant to be like an open world, but every level is basically like a circuit.
One big circuit. This is not a very good curator at all. And it's very easy to get hit and run in this. mission specifically.
And you kind of need the coins. Oh, that's good.
Please reverse and hit me, please.
Yeah, that's
Hit
not
me,
bad.
please.
There you go.
Right, I didn't get this wasp earlier. I'm going to get it now. Fast.
Coins per second check, CPS check.
CPS check.
Someone in chat is going to say it now. It's going to tell you what it is, right?
I hope so.
Speaking of, actually, I was going to say, does the host want to say anything? But shall we leave it until? No, you can just do it now, I guess, because there's not really much. There's no cutscene skip for you to concentrate on.
Host wants a horn check. Thank you very much. A reminder that we're raising money to support Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. As the cost of living crisis continues, more and more people who've been living with the pressures of poverty for years are being pushed to the brink and into homelessness. People are already living without a decent and safe home and trapped, finding it even harder to leave homelessness behind. 90% of your donations go towards supporting Crisis, and 10% go towards supporting future UKSG events.
Woo.
So yeah, 2 more levels after this. This is the longest cutscene in the game, I think, like 2 minutes 30 seconds.
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
This is like the plot. This is the proper like plot twist cutscene, like the proper plot reveal, right?
The cola is evil.
So, for some reason, in the museum is the base of operations for the aliens. Can you guess who the aliens are? If you've ever seen The Simpsons, you'll know.
It's got to be Snake, right?
Must be. I knew he was up to something.
Lo logramos. Hemos destruido un resto arqueológico de valor incalculable.
Just focus on the amazing Spanish dub.
At the UKSG speedrunner gathering. But no. Ay caramba. So yes, Kang and Kodos.
Oh my god, it is Kang and Kodos.
Who are in this random room in the museum. I guess there's just this room that has a bathtub in it.
I hope people are posting brain slugs in the chat right now.
I forget how they say I like it in this one.
Me gusta.
My favorite thing about this cutscene is there's a chain of I forget who is Kang and who is Kodos, to be honest, but one of them says something and then the other says I like it, and then it says something else I like it, something else I like it.
Let's hear it.
And
Introducir el refresco de cola maligno en el sistema general de conducción de agua. La gente se volverá loca. Me gusta. Luego distribuiremos armas láser en la zona turística del puerto del Calamar. Me gusta. Los humanos borrachos de cola se volverán locos.
Me gusta.
Se destruirán mutuamente y arrasarán la ciudad.
But the funny thing is, if I remember rightly, from a pre-release version of the game, he didn't do that as much, right? There's maybe it was like the leaked pre-build. There's the cutscene is shorter because he doesn't say as much. So they clearly copied and pasted it a few times. Like
That's right. I typed Me Gusta in chat and got timed out. So
yeah, because it's Spanish. Yeah. No. Cagando.
English only, people.
Yeah.
Actually, you're timing people out unfairly.
Anyway, it is this is Bart again in the level that Lisa was in before, but at night. Bart, I forget why we're in control of Bart now. Because he wants to.
He's had a change of heart after thinking, oh, that sounds hilarious, actually. A TV show.
You know, you're a bad little boy or whatever, Apu says. Anyway, yeah, so we're now helping Otto pick up children on the way to the Krusty Loo. And as you all know, you tend to pick up children by running into them in your bus.
As you do.
And you got
school bus.
Bought license plate cards, nice. Yeah, this is just so this level has a heavy focus on driving on this boardwalk, and people are there, and your hit and run goes up.
Stop spawning in front of me, please.
And doesn't go down very fast, which is the main issue, which is why you can get hit and run very easily on this level.
A lot of the pedestrians, especially in this level, They like to commit insurance
I
fraud.
thought you were about to hit Gil, like just intentionally. Like,
I had half of mine to do that actually, but my hit and run meter is too high. There were too many people in the boardwalk committing
yeah, we're
insurance
basically
fraud.
we're going to Krusty Lou because Krusty is there, and Krusty has some sort of like affiliation with Buzz Cola, as you can tell.
Krusty's there.
What? Krusty is there. Yes, at Krusty Lou.
Is he?
Shock horror.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
How sure are you? How sure are you?
Very sure.
Because all I see is Barney.
He is there later.
True. He will be there later.
Anyway, yeah. So he's not here, and we need to follow this. Itchy and it's an itchy. Is it an itchy and scratchy movie van?
It is an itchy and scratchy movie van.
To the observatory, which is where Krusty is for some reason.
It's where his limo is.
And then we race his limo. This mission in casual is pretty like bait and switch. It's like it tells you to get out and go up to the window of the limo, and then the limo drives away.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to drive up to the side of it.
You can just drive into him as well, just like that.
We got a head start. Hello, traffic.
Head start, yep. But yeah, we bought this car because we do actually need it for a future mission, but it's also pretty fast.
We like to go fast.
That's why we bought it already, which is why we need 600 coins at the start. There is only one more thing to buy in the game, and it is a car in the last level for 500. So once we've got 500 coins, that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna
33 at the moment, so
we'll be fine.
There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot in the beginning of level 7 as well. Like
oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
150, 200 you can get right.
Oh yeah.
If there is actually, because I don't think you need to grind.
Nah, we're fine.
At least in the way I would do it. Anyway, this mission is easy but also hard if you're not paying attention. You speak to Krusty, and I don't remember why, but we're now following Frink.
Because Krusty doesn't believe us when we say
he doesn't believe him, and we need a like.
We say, Krusty, the cola's tainted. They've poisoned the water supply.
Poisoned the water supply.
I'd like to get that vent, please.
So yeah, most of this mission is just coin collecting, but yeah, if you don't pay attention, his car might just drive away. You don't have the mod on for his car, right?
I have the mod on for his car.
Oh, do you? I can't tell.
Just to show it off.
For context, in the PC version,
there it is.
The normal effect on his car is different, but the PS2, I think all the console versions have a really nice effect. To be honest, the PS2 shouldn't, because it makes the frame rate horrible.
Yeah.
It like makes it. It's making it like translucent.
Go kind of invisible.
Yeah.
On game, it looks. I think the GameCube hover car looks the nicest, in my opinion at least. Don't hit me, please. Hit the casino truck instead. Let's order something from the teen. I'm hungry.
So you're just gonna kick him. He does not sound like a squeaky voice teen. That sounds like a grown adult.
That's why I had to kick him. I kicked him afterwards.
In the actual thing, squeaky voice teen is like.
Eat the chicken fingers before they start moving again.
Yeah, just imagine Morty voice. That's kind of what it is.
Oh, jeez, Rick. No longer allowed to voice Morty.
Anyway, so this mission also finishes at the observatory. There's a lot of missions that come here.
And no crash.
Yeah, so voice line, like there's a gag in the background, something that just happens when you enter, and one of the voice lines can crash the game in the Spanish version, but you have the mod to get around that anyway.
Yeah, it's allowed.
So we're cool.
It used to be banned, but it's allowed.
And anyway, even if it wasn't, I would say have it for a marathon setting anyway, because I wouldn't want it to just randomly crash.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at that point, you probably just use the English version.
I mean, there are many people who would run the game in English. I think sadly ran it in French at GDQ.
Didn't he do a donation incentive though?
Was that a donation?
I feel like he did.
Might have to ask him.
Because I said I did one for ESA Winter 2018, and I feel like he must have done one as well. Anyway, this is a hit a car and collect what it drops mission. But we need to do it as soon as possible because we need to drive back to the Duff Brewery where we started.
4, 5.
But luckily, you can kind of get it stuck
6.
around here.
You can get it stuck in the taffy shop, but
There's one that's a lot earlier, but it's I can't get it.
It's tight.
You have to push it from the back, and then it'll drive itself. You're basically like doing a pit maneuver on it.
I can get it like 50% of the time.
Are you gonna? Nope.
Right, I need
You
it.
do need it though, so I would kick it. Yeah. So yeah, getting a few more wasps. Wasps. Getting the chocolate bar. No. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that one worked.
Now you've got all the.
We got all the necessary coins, I think.
Because yeah, the van had lasers in it, right?
Yes, it did.
But there's also just one there, and we want to use that to prove to Krusty that the aliens are evil and they're about to. They're basically, their plan is that they're going to poison the town's water supply with the cola, and then the town start to go crazy, and then they start selling them guns, and then this is all because they have a reality show back on their planet where they just film humans, and they need more content.
So while we took it to
Hashtag more
Skinner, I
content.
wouldn't know.
And Skinner is like, I'm going to confiscate this.
I don't like this.
Oh, don't quit the program.
That would have been bad.
Isn't there a mod to get rid of so that doesn't happen, right? And it's allowed.
Mods. Please allow that mod.
I thought it was allowed. Oh no, mine's not.
Does such a mod exist?
As in, so the mouse doesn't appear on the menu until you move it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Are you just like?
No, I'm genuinely ignorant.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Anyway, so yeah, we need to destroy.
I actually need Skinner to get into a certain position, so I'm gonna keep trying this mission until we get it.
So yeah, this is a Skinner has taken the ray gun, and we need to destroy his car. The fast strat is to get him inside Krusty Lou. So you're going to keep trying this. Yeah, there we go.
That's what we wanted.
And then he kind of gets stuck here and doesn't really know how to get out. He's got pretty stuck. Like, he's even clipping into the ground stuck.
60 FPS moment.
And here, if you do this, you'll get a load of coins, because on the other side of that wall, there's coin boxes that you just happen to break by exploding the car.
We'd love to see it.
So it's pretty useful as well. I assume that's why you wanted to do that.
Yeah. It also means
anyway,
that
here's Krusty, and he's like, oh, actually, they just set up booths to sell these laser guns all along the boardwalk.
Why would you do that?
So now we need to destroy them. So this is an easy place to get hit and run.
It's an easy mission to get hit and run in, but it's fine.
Because you're driving along here, there's a load of pedestrians
that one just spawning right in front of me.
There's also some random, like, like garbage cans and whatever littering the boardwalk.
As you do.
So you do this strat, okay.
Yeah, I go this way. This is going to make it.
So you might be wondering, why is he just missed that laser gun stand, even though it was clearly somewhere one we should have got. Well, we come back for it later, because once you hit whatever one you choose to be your final, that's when the next timer starts, and that next timer is a fixed time of like 50 seconds, is it?
Yep, it's 50 seconds.
So there is some coin grinding you can do, not coin grinding, just coin collection you can do that requires you to have more time there. So having trying to get as much time as you can out of this sounds weird for a speedrun, but
it just happens.
But you have to be pretty fast, because right now we only have 23 seconds.
Oh, it's fine.
But what you can do here is this trick again, where you go over and reset your car here, which puts you on the other side of that wall, on top of one of them, and then you just grab the last two.
I'm going to try something stupid. It shouldn't work on 60, but let's see if it does anyway.
And this is boat jump. Nope. If you do that right, it'll reset you on top, and then you can just drive around and collect the coins on the top of the boat, because there's quite a few coins.
That's alright, we'll just get the rest of Krusty.
And doing it
though.
on foot is very slow.
Nice spin. We'll just pick up the
You
rest
need
of
some more
Krusty. though.
coins, so you're just going to go in Krusty, Lou.
Yeah.
So you take this to Krusty, and he's like, okay.
Sure.
He
Alright.
says some weird stuff, I remember, but like
Some
the context is just yes. You've smashed them now. That's it. I guess he believes you, but I don't know what. But Krusty doesn't really have much else to do with the plot anymore, right?
Nah, not really.
We just need. He just like, oh yeah, they set up stands.
They set up stands. That's it. That's
Can
the
I
plot.
sorry, I thought I could smell food behind me. And I was like, where are people getting food? And I realized McDonald's is still open. That's why, if there is actually food behind me.
There is.
For context, in Glasgow, it's like Saturday night, so it's club night, so McDonald's and certain other places stay open.
That's pretty based, actually.
I think KFC is still open for another half an hour.
And Glasgow McDonald's, at least the one near here, has security. It's that bad.
Love to see it.
Which I understand. I would not want to be working in there if they didn't have security at like Saturday night. Like, but yeah, I can definitely smell it. Not that I'm saying that they shouldn't have had it. I was just surprised that there were so many people here that one of them would have food.
Can we have some cat jams in the chat for this song?
Yeah, this is another race mission, just the last mission of the level, where you need to race to the Duff Brewery. We used to go the opposite way around on the map, didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
but technically driving the intended way is faster if you do it correctly.
I've Austin Powers myself.
But it's also, we need to beat this car, and it is pretty fast.
Chase Sedan has been buffed to hell. Okay, it did go the right way.
So yeah, that car likes to go on the beach. I'm pretty sure that's actually scripted route, right?
Yeah, it's scripted.
It goes
to go that
up
way.
and then turns around. Luckily, we have a little bit of a shortcut here, but we have to drive back up here to hit a checkpoint.
It's going to
There
be
we go.
tight. Let's try it.
This is going to go in the Simpsons clip compilation for the first half of the year. No, good.
Now we're fine.
So yeah, we usually skip this cutscene as well, but
Don't have to do that.
not in this category. Is that why you submitted it? Because you're worried about messing up cutscene skips in a marathon?
Yeah.
All story missions, but no cutscene skips allowed. Just make that category.
Rip to every run that was submitted before cutscene skips were discovered.
So yeah, they're saying like,
by the way, we've already poisoned the
we've
water
poisoned
supply.
the water supply, and now everyone's going to go mad, and zombies are going to rise from the grave, I think is what they say. So the next day is, the next level is set on Halloween, but also they've also poisoned the water supply, so some of them are real, I guess.
This game is part of the horror game block, by the way.
I knew it.
So there's a skeleton on their couch. I'm guessing that's a decoration and not just someone arrived and their body decayed. That would be very strange.
You never know with this game.
Anyway, so this level is.
Oh, come on.
This level
Let
is.
me
I was
get
going to say
neighbours.
this level is copy paste the level, but yeah, but
Thank you.
Homer needs to collect supplies because of the zombie invasion or whatever. Invasion is kind of the wrong word, right? Zombie uprising.
They're just kind of roaming. Flanders.
Zombie roaming. So we asked Flanders. I think he's like, shouldn't. I forget what he says. I don't know how he convinces him to give him that, but yeah.
Oh, dilly.
I know how we convince Mo. It's like, don't you think that the supply should go to people with families or something? And he's like,
I'm not going to make that.
you're not going to make this.
I blame that wasp.
You got it. It vanished.
Bruh.
The game.
That-
Anyway,
that
whatever.
was
You've got those coins, so this isn't too much of a time loss.
missed by a frame. What? I blame Flanders.
Basically, you're just
I'm gonna kick
rounding
him
up
again.
supplies for the zombie apocalypse. But it's also Halloween, as you can tell.
Kicked Flanders. I blame him.
So you've got spooky music, you've got witches flying around the sky,
Whee!
you've got hearses driving around, witches on broomsticks driving around.
It's very spoopy.
What is the we got Spooky Greg, right? Is the name of the
Spooky Greg and Spooky Bob.
Are the names of the skeletons driving hearses? Not hearses.
Greg is the nice one. Bob is the
they're driving
bad one.
What am I thinking of? The things you bury people in.
Hearses.
Coffins.
Coffins, yeah,
Yes.
they're driving coffins. So yeah, we take a chainsaw from Mo to protect their family.
I'm just gonna hit absolutely everything because I feel like it. How are my coins actually?
Isn't he only doing this because Lisa was like, "You need to do this"?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you got plenty of coins. Yeah, there we go. You didn't need those ones, did you?
Nah.
You will do if you get busted, but.
Getting busted earlier kind of ruined my
So this
route a
is
little
this is the fire line of the mission, and now we're going to buy the last car we need to buy.
bit. The zombie car that appeared in one episode.
I didn't even realize it did appear in an episode.
It appeared in a Treehouse of Horror
Well,
episode,
that makes sense, yeah.
but it's called the Freakmobile in that episode. I have no idea why. It's not driven by zombies. It just looks like it.
Yeah, we need this for the next mission, right? It's actually the next mission that needs it this time. Which starts in the school playground. So I don't know if I made the joke a minute ago about this being in the copy-paste level. Most of the missions in this level are the same mission over and over again with slight tweaks.
It's definitely the same if you're doing it inbounds, but we're going to go out of bounds.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Out of bounds exists. So that will actually make it more interesting.
We would love to see that.
But
If I
mission,
could-
mission structure is basically we go to the aliens are at the school playground, and we'll follow a car to the power plant, and then we
Nice one.
have to drive nuclear waste from the power plant to the tractor beam to damage the UFO, and we do that a few times, and then the end of the game. But driving back and forth towards and from the power plant is
Tedious.
Tedious.
Hello, alien car. Just decided to hit that tree for a second.
So there is out of bounds that you can do, because in this level, most of the levels are like full circuits. But even though this is based on the same as level 1 and 4, you can't go through the power plant. So they've cut that way off. So that whole like area is like doesn't exist, right? So
It's not there. Who cares?
So people found a way of just getting out of bounds and driving across that way. I don't know how to explain it very well, but you'll see it.
You can clip through that bridge, for example, in this mission, and you can start 7-3 out of bounds. But
You're not doing that, I'm guessing.
no, I'm not Crazy Tone Dog, and I'm not running on 46 either.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at you, I was looking at the host. But I guess on camera that's just going to look like I looked at you. Anyway, yeah, this is just a follow mission, but you kind of want to be at the power plant as the alien car gets near, because you need to be out of your car as soon as possible to talk to Frink. Yeah,
All right.
Frank's the one who's like, hey, we can just take... Okay, so here's the out of bounds.
Here we go. Let's show it off. If I don't mess it up.
So you hit the car against the against this wall, and it flips the back end up, and then you can kind of position against the other wall and drive up, like reverse up the wall. Yeah, physics in this game are a bit weird.
The hover.
And now we're
hover car's
basically
just
out
like
of
that.
bounds.
Let's go.
So now there is certain references for where you need to drive. There's obviously nothing. It's a very weird area, and nothing is. I guess nothing is spawned in, right? I guess they're on the map. It says where to go, but
The only thing that's spawned in is the traffic and the
so
UFO.
the problem is now So the UFO is still, because we don't go past any triggers to spawn anything, but that is still spawned in. So we need to drop this in there, but that's easy, and that's done. But we're still out of bounds, so and we're not allowed to mission warp. So
We're going to do something crazy. We're going to talk to this guy.
this
Kick
guy
it.
usually gives us a side mission race, but we'll start it, quit it,
And park it here.
and then park it there. And now go inside the school. It usually has like a stairs up to it. That's why it's so high up.
I saw
And
that.
that's where the mission starts.
I saw that Willy was on fire, so I set off the fire alarm.
Responsible. So yeah, we're still out of bounds, and if you jump while you're in this out of bounds state, you just fall through the world, right? So
yeah,
don't want to do that.
and if you do that while not in a mission, you'll invalidate your run because you have to mission warp in order to
Fix
that. Let's try and park our car in a certain way.
So luckily we're still out of bounds while this all happens, so we can drive back. And then we park our car. We need to get back in bounds for this bit. So we park our car like this, and then do that jump, which spawns us, like, it warps you back up in bounds, because I guess because the inbounds happens to be above it at the time.
That might work, actually, I think.
Isn't that what we did?
The park. It's been a bit funny to me lately.
Oh, you mean the parking job you did on the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what we need to do is then get back in that car.
Yeah.
And if you park it in the right spot, you can just get in it through the wall, right?
Yep. And then you'll have to rely on Uber Eats RNG, courtesy of Mr. Spooky Greg himself. T-pose.
So yeah, we're climbing up. This climb is actually somewhat difficult, like sometimes, because you can fall down really easily and lose a load of time.
Hello.
Not this fall down, but
Not this one.
But yeah, now we're going to talk to Mr. Burns
Hello, Burnsy.
to find where there's some more UK waste to take the map, and the map apparently must just say it's downstairs, lol, because it's all in the same spot. Oh, he's gone. I've never done that, but that again, you don't need to.
I do it because it's funny. I thought I'd do it specifically for this marathon.
So
For the lol.
So you might be wondering why.
Give me Spooky Greg.
You might be wondering why he's running around trying to find a car. So what happens, if I remember rightly, is you get in this car, you collect the waste with it. If you remember earlier, I said that the traffic in this game is just one big pool. So now an AI car just happens to have that waste, and when it respawns again in a minute, when it's pulled back out of the pool, it still has that waste. So that's how we get around not being able to collect the waste from out of bounds.
And that's why I call it Uber Eats RNG, because sometimes it's not Spooky Greg I hide. That one is Spooky Bob. I hide Spooky Bob instead.
There it is. And there it is.
Spooky Bob is the bad driver.
But obviously we need to get in the car. There we go.
I'm not at the right height for Snake.
Luckily the resetting of the car works.
That's why I wanted Spooky Bob specifically, because
as you can see, the levels are a bit strange, because I guess there isn't actually any surface you're walking on. It's just like, oh, you got out of the car and you're here now. And if you jump, that's why you'll fall through the level, because there's no collision. But yeah, now we're still out of bounds.
I didn't invalidate the run. That's all that matters.
But now we're back in bounds for this bit.
Hello. Woo,
I don't even know how
inbounds.
that works. Did you just hit a trigger that spawns the rest of the level again, I guess?
The alien car just hit Jeff the Ghost and crashed out. We're going to lose them easily.
Yeah, so we need to go back in bounds. I assume this is just back in bounds because that's where the car is, right? And you need to lose it.
Yep.
But do you know why it respawns the inbounds? Is it just because you hit the loading trigger?
Yep. Now.
Anyway, here's for more out of bounds. You can just drive against this with enough speed to clip through it. A little bit.
Well, we murdered a zombie.
There's a couple of different ways of doing this out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
But this is one of them. There we go. But this only works on like lower FPS, right?
Yep.
Hence the good thing about having 60 FPS for your run then. But yeah, you drive out of bounds, you reset just because...
Other known methods are the resets and the yeet.
Anyway, still out of bounds to deliver this, because, yeah, usually you'd have to drive all around a load of windy roads to do this, so this is preferable. But yeah, do you know why when you find the alien car a minute ago, why it respawns you back in bounds? Is it just you hit a loading trigger?
Yeah, pretty much. Also, the waste doesn't spawn unless you...
Unless you lose it, right?
yeah,
Obviously,
you have to lose it.
That's why. Now, I'm more wondering why the level loads again. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm guessing it is just hitting a loading trigger. So this is the last mission. Grandpa helps us get the waste this time. Snake just helped us a minute ago as well. He's back. He was back again, and we just ignored him.
Time's coming up soon, by the way.
So this is Grandpa's like World War II vehicle, but with a rocket attached to the back. So it's pretty fast, but a bit weird to control. So now we're back in bounds again. Nice spin. And I guess you just finish this in bounds, right?
Yeah.
Because can you do this bit out of bounds?
You can. You can do this bit part out of bounds, but I'm not Molman, I'm not Bacon, I'm not anyone else who does anything different.
So you'll get to see what the actual drive is like. And this car's pretty fast and weird to control, so... But yeah, this level has been the same thing like 3 or 4 times. That's the end.
Spooky Bob, no. Don't spawn in front of me.
Yeah, the main reason of also wanting to be out of bounds for this type of thing is because if you hit something, you drop the waste and have to go back and get more. So doing this in bounds is a little bit more risky.
Oh my god, I
physics.
lost control of the car.
And yeah, during this something tries to chase you and you have to lose it. And
Went from 48 seconds to 30. What a game.
Yeah, the timer resets to 30, so he lost time. I've never really noticed that, but yeah.
It's just a funny little detail.
But we're nearly done, so
And
timing... Or you can just say it,
Alright,
right?
time is in 3, 2, 1, now.
That was just under... Look at the time, like...
Okay. Good estimate, that.
So we blow up the aliens, and that's the end of the game. They are defeated at the end.
RIP aliens. How about some impromptu dubbing?
Aye. But yeah, he's talking about like nuclear waste being harmless or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then you just got a third arm as you do. Oh yeah, the newspaper. Yeah, the newspapers are in English, still in English.
Yeah, the video files are the same except for the language. So no, for some reason I thought they stored all the languages in the video files, but no, I think they don't. No. See, they do that for Crash Tag Team Racing, which is why I was confused. Maybe they do on this on the console, because on console you can just switch between languages, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's PC where for a dub, if you want a specific dub, you have to switch to a completely different version of the game. It's basically only different by a few files, but they didn't pack in all the language in one thing for some reason. Do you want to send us out, host? Because we're done, right? Do you want to do any thanks or anything?
Please do.
Shout out to Homerus Steel, who got the second ever sub 120. Shout out to Badger for being the butt of my jokes. And shout out to Towson for being an absolute gaming god who loves 3-1. Who loves it when I do 3-1 beach.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for taking me through what is essentially like a really important part of my childhood with the Simpsons hit and run.
In Spanish.
In Espanol.
Oh yeah, one final shout out to Zoton here, who's one of the people who developed the auto splitter.
Yeah, I am one of the people. I mean, I did a lot of it, but yeah.
One of the people.
I would say recently, like, some people helped out because of load removal with the going in interiors. That was something that, like, I think
that was
Proddy helped out with. It's something I was trying to find for ages. I say find for ages. I didn't really keep looking. I tried and went, no, I give up. So we just went time.
And Nytheris made one for she made one for bonus game.
Yeah.
Which
Wonderful. The speedrunning community is made up by the people that are in it, right? And so thank you to everybody that contributes to these sorts of things, and it really makes a difference in sort of the speedrunning world, right?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. I just want to very quickly remind people that the very next run coming up is Worms. This is your last chance to get donations in for the incentives that we have running. You can name the worms, you can choose the voice pack, and you can name the team.
If we don't have a worm called Jesus Christ,
it'd be very sad.
Yes, I'll be sad. Zoton will be sad.
You'll probably be sad.
Get your donations in now. This is your last chance to do so. We're going to go to a short intermission. and after which I'll be handing over to my good colleague and friend Paulister, who will be taking you through the next few hours of runs. And then we have Ruffled Bricks, who's currently sat behind him, who will be taking us into the Worms run. We'll see you after this break.